Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, James Sweeney, coming at you this time from the balcony at the New York Stock Exchange. And it's another hot and humid Tuesday here in the Big Apple, and it's officially time to cool down. The market's right behind me. They're about to close. The machines, they're in rest mode. Traders running home. And after this, I'm going to the bar because it's finally happy hour here in the Big Apple. Now, U.S. stocks, they're trading higher this Tuesday afternoon as investors are encouraged from a recovery of sorts in Chinese stocks as well as mixed earnings. But first, we talk about China as Shanghai stock market closed down 1.7%, a decline that is not actually that bad when taking into consideration the market fell as much as 5% intraday. At the same time, China's securities regulator said that it had launched an investigation into Monday's sell-off when stocks fell more than 8% intraday. Meanwhile, U.S. stocks here behind me at the stock exchange trying to recover from 5 straight days of declines that has seen the Dow Jones touch its lowest close in nearly 6 months. Now, in the economic front, we first take a look at U.S. consumer confidence for the month of July, coming in at 90.9. But that missed expectations and also saw a decline from June's read of 99.8. The Case-Shiller 20 City Home Price Index rising 4.9% in May from the same period last month. But that too missed expectations, calling for a 5.6% increase. But the Market Flash Services PMI, that rose slightly from a 5-month low, hitting a total of 55.2 in the month of July. And when you team that with the Federal Open Market Committee, the Federal Reserve, FOMC, beginning its 2-day meeting today, the dollar higher against major currencies. Crude oil futures for September delivery slightly down, 47.20 a barrel, and gold futures rising slightly to be just below 1,100 an ounce. Then you have yourself a session right behind me right now where decliners are just a slight touch ahead of advancers. That's right, at the New York Stock Exchange. Let's now take a look to see how the markets have been shaping up to close out this mostly volatile but also mostly positive trading session. And on the corporate front, Ford posting its best quarterly performance since the year 2000. Yankees-Mets World Series, that's when that was. With quarterly profit topping estimates and marking the automaker's highest ever quarterly profit for North America. Had to say that slow to emphasize it. And lastly, Pfizer raising its full-year forecast on rising sales of its newest drugs and beating expectations on both the top and bottom lines. Good news for Pfizer. And with that stated, kick back, relax, grab yourself a drink. If you're outdoors today, have a lot of hydration, water, not just alcohol, water too. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow morning. From ModernWallStreet.com from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm James Sweeney.